on Lydia Gitachu, who just before we started rolling shared that she's been on nearly 50, about 50 films. Oh my goodness.
Well, thereabouts.
Yeah, but that's incredible. Like whether it's on TV or on stage.
Yeah.
So this to you feels like breathing. It's second nature, I'd
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. It's taking a breath. It's
Yeah.
like having some water.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it always like that? Was it like that as a child? Were you always interested in acting?
Oh, I didn't know when I was interested in acting. I was very much a TV person. I used to watch TV a lot.
Okay.
And I used
Any
to,
particular shows?
oh yeah. You're gonna laugh. I'm ancient. Somebody
Okay.
called me ancient just before I got here. There was
me.
a show that was called no.
Yeah.
There was a show that was called No One But You.
Okay.
And I just remember Lucia Mendes and Santi Garcia
Yeah.
in No One But You. So I was like, I used to watch them and I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. But then as a child, you're so excited about it. It's
Yeah.
not like you don't think it will ever happen.
Right.
And, I was brought up by my grandparents. So they steer you towards, you're going to become a doctor, you're going to become a lawyer, or you want to become an air hostess or a pilot, such stuff. So you don't think about you becoming a performing artist or a creative entrepreneur. I like to call myself that. So, yeah. But
Wow.
there's one vivid moment that I remember as a child. I entertained my aunties. I didn't know I was entertaining. I just started singing a song, and I had an audience, and it felt like I had an whole park full of audience. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were like, wow, that was fantastic, Lydia.
And
I was
that
like,
felt good.
Yeah, and I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't remember even how old I was.
Yeah.
But I remember that song, and I remember that moment. I was like, this sounds good. I like the applause.
Right. And it
It's-
felt right for you.
It felt fantastic.
So when did it become more of an interest to you, acting and performing?
When I finished high school, like in 1998, that's when something tragic happened in my life. And I had been going to church, but I had stopped. I had started going to discos and stuff. And I used to love dancing. I still do. And something tragic happened to me. And I went back to church because I had stopped. And when I went back, I joined the youth program in Gatanga. And one day, our youth teacher, the drama teacher, brought a group from the National Theatre. And they told us about, I was interested. I was like, how do I join the National Theatre? Because I watched how they trained us. I was like, how do I join the National Theatre? And they said, just come to the National Theatre. I was like, really? So when I finished and we won the competition for church, the youth, performing church group, and I asked my grandmother for 200 bob to come to Nairobi from Gatanga. And that was the beginning of the struggle. That was in 98, 99, 2000. It took me about 3-4 years to break
Wow.
through. Yeah, 4 years. From
Because
98,
she couldn't understand why anyone would
yeah, we would
want
do
to do
traveling
this.
theatre
Right.
because that's what we joined. And there's once we traveled to Kisumu, and the guy who said that he had marketed had not.
Oh.
So we had to go and look for shows, school set books. Most of us who
Right.
started in school set books now have a base. We have the discipline. We've stood the test of time.
Right.
And yeah, that's since from 2002. That was defining moment of my life. That's when I joined the National Theatre. Now you're
Okay.
performing at the National Theatre.
Yeah.
You're doing stage plays at the National Theatre. That was a big deal. And then in the same year, that's when I broke even with TV. I did my first TV commercial. With Ginger Inc. I still remember
Right.
that.
Yeah. So let's go back to you being on stage.
Right.
What was that like? Do you remember your very first performance? And what role did you have?
I acted as a Yenka. In the it was a story, a conglomerate of stories, it was a combination of stories. I don't remember exactly what it was called. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I played a Yenka, and I remember my director who was like, "Do it again, do it again." It's not like you're not doing it well,
Yeah.
but the push.
Yeah.
Do it again. Keep doing it.
What did he
Until
want from you?
He knew I could give more.
Okay. You wanted
I
more.
thought I had given it all, and I'd get pissed off, and I'd be like, "What am I doing wrong?" He's like, "You're not doing anything wrong. Just do it again, until you feel it. You feel it. I'm not feeling it. He's pretending that he's not feeling it, but he said until you feel it." And then there was that moment of, "Oh wow, that's what he meant. Yeah, I feel it." And then when you get on stage and you perform, because you've been rehearsing for about a month and you've been doing it over and over and over, it's like taking a breath. And the audience just, they validate that kind of, the kind of struggle you thought that you were going through. They're just like, "Oh wow, that was fantastic. How did you do that? And I was like, listen to your director, the discipline of listening and actually taking the notes in and not
Yeah.
getting pissed off, or getting to that point when you get pissed off and then you cross over and then you're
Yeah.
like, that's what
I
they
get
meant.
it.
Yeah.
So did you strive to reach there with every single character thereafter? Did you ever struggle with some performances you're like, this one I can't cross over. I've given it my all.
I've not had a struggle with any character.
Wow.
No. It's just, why people struggle is that you're not listening to what your director is saying. Most of us, or most actors, once you feel like you become a star, you stop listening. But that's the discipline.
Right.
You have to keep listening. Even if a director is 20 years younger than you,
Yeah.
there's a reason why they're directing. You have to keep listening.
Yeah.
The discipline of listening is what most actors lack.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Listening and learning and
Oh,
growing
yeah.
and
You have
seeking
to
that
learn
out.
every day. And you have to keep improving yourself. Going
Right.
for workshops, going to YouTube University, keep improving yourself.
Girl. So how different is being on stage to being on TV?
Yeah. Ooh, stage is this.
Okay.
TV is
In what sense?
in terms of your reactions,
Okay.
how you speak. I cannot, on stage I have the
right.
volume. I can project all I want. Like I'm talking to you right now. I cannot go shouting, but on stage I can, woo!
In every
There's
way.
no limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, even your gestures are big. Everything is big.
So which one is harder then? I didn't, is TV harder because then you have to deliver with a lot less, all of that. Is that correct?
I
or
would
no?
not compare it as hard. It's just different. It's an energy level.
Okay.
And in TV you have take two.
Oh, right,
There's
yeah.
editing, but on
Okay.
stage,
Oh, it's different. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
go. Once the curtains are up, go.
Okay. Have you had any bombs? Any moments where you're like, wah, wah,
Oh, yeah.
today was not my day?
Especially on stage.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's scary.
So how do you come
I
back
won't
from
use,
that?
Foul language, but you can go crazy. You'll sweat.
Oh my
If you forget a
goodness.
line and
Yeah.
you don't have anybody to
To bounce
'cause
off of.
to bounce off of, or they know that point, there's a point where she gets there and something goes off and they say something and then you get back. Ooh, you'll sweat. There's a time I left stage to go and look at my line.
Really?
But it happened once and I made sure that I never do. And it was on stage
Wow.
and kids are looking at you. I remember I was playing La Nina.
Yeah.
It's a stage play. Oh, I had to go backstage and just go in for, what is that line? What is that line? Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me. And then once you get it, you go back on stage and you
Continue.
breathe and you
And
keep going.
And do you have to work off of the energy of the audience the same way, I guess, like if it's stand-up comedy or, if you're even giving a speech, you're sort of reading the same,
No,
or
for,
with,
for stage, you got to go.
Oh,
You
so
have
it's
to
not
go.
even about-
And you maintain the energy. In
Okay.
fact, it's good to be careful not to use the audience energy to go. You have to have it from the word go. From the first time you perform,
Yeah.
you have to keep maintaining that energy. If at all if you can improve
Right.
it, better. But
Right.
do not drop it because
Right.
the audience is, they're not reacting.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah.
No, you can afford that.
So Lydia, which show, whether it's on stage or on TV, which one do you think was the turning point for your career?
I'd say for my Kenyan career,
Yeah.
it was Tahiti High, where I was playing a teacher. That really put a limelight on it because then it opened an opportunity for me to go to schools and do motivational talks because it was a high school show. But internationally, it was a BBC TV series that I did called Taking the Flag. That I saw what international standards of performance are.
Oh,
'Cause I was-
tell me about that.
Ooh, we did the pilot in Nakuru.
Yeah.
And then I was, the audition process
Yeah.
was very honest. Most of the times people are not very honest when they're auditioning.
Okay.
So, and it was, do you know who was the shortlist? It was between me and Lupita Nyong'o.
What?
Hello? Yeah.
Oh.
The BBC were not favoring anybody.
Wow.
But they did not say that she was bad. They
Yeah.
said that she looked younger.
Okay.
I was a bit older, but she was equally good. So that means I'm international standard material. Hello, I'm just saying.
Okay, then you better preach.
Yeah, but when the show was now commissioned, we did a pilot in Nakuru, and then there was post-election violence, so it was taken to Tanzania. We
Yeah.
shot it in Arusha, and I was acting with the big who's from the UK.
Yeah.
Quite a number of people got into the show, and the way we were treated, the way we were paid, I was like, why can't that happen here?
When you say treated, I mean, pay, I think that's pretty black and white. You can tell the difference. But when you say treated,
Yeah.
how is it that you were treated that you felt, wow?
Like the hotel that you're staying in, first of all.
Okay.
It's, yeah,
Right.
5-star.
Yeah.
Then you're given your daily allowance. Even after being paid for a hotel,
Right.
you're given a daily pay,
So it's in really valuing you.
valuing you. When you're on set, there's somebody who's making sure that she's okay.
Yeah.
Does she have an umbrella? Does she need water? Does she?
Right.
Yeah, here. Yeah, here is here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go beyond that.
So how did you, and especially after, experiencing that,
Yeah.
understanding what it's really like internationally, how do you come back and still make peace and continue to pursue your passion? Did you find that you had to sort of fight your way or carve out a space that you felt, you guys, this has to change?
No, you come back and, as they say, if you're in Rome, you do what Romans do.
Right.
You cannot come here and say, yeah, do you know who I am? Do you know where I've come from? No. You just calm down, get off your high horse and calm down.
Right.
And this is what we do.
Right.
This is how it is.
Yeah.
But there's one company that's called Zamaradi that have really tried to maintain the
Standards,
Yeah, and I
right.
like working with them.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
How much of your acting journey and your career, how much of it do you think was innately you and you being able to just pull through and pull out a character? And how much of it do you think was the pushing, the learning, the coaching? So how much of it is just innate talent
Yeah.
versus learned skills?
60% talent,
Right.
just
natural talent.
God-given
Yeah.
passion, but also the discipline. 40%. I would not put aside the fact that you need the training, the the learning, the improving yourself, going for workshops and stuff like that. So it's 60-40. At the beginning, it was, I would say 40-60, because I needed the discipline to harness this. But now it's 60-40, and I would like to maintain it like that. Even if I become a Hollywood
Yeah.
actor, I would like to be 60-40, so to
Right.
keep learning.
Keep learning.
Keep pushing yourself.
I love that you're, that it's really about continuous learning.
Oh, yeah.
Continuous
You
learning.
cannot say, nimefika,
Yeah.
ati I'm here now. No.
Yeah.
If you ever reach that point, it's the beginning of your downfall.
Right.
Yeah.
In anything, I think.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm sure wherever you go, you find that there's more and more people who are like, oh my goodness, is
Yeah.
that, oh my, I think it is. How do you deal with being in the limelight and that interest in you? Did you ever struggle with that at all?
You usually I see it from the corner of my eye.
Okay.
Like
So you can
if
start to
if
tell
you're
when
in a
people are like,
supermarket, yeah, the double takes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I know where she's sitting from.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So if they come to say hello, you're like, hi.
yeah.
There are some who think that they know you. They
Okay.
actually don't remember where they've seen you. So
Oh.
they're like, how are you? I'm very fine. So how have you been? I'm good. How are you? And it goes on, and then you say, okay, have a nice day. Until they turn around and they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Somebody has come back and they're like, oh my God.
I don't-
oh my
yeah.
God. Ah, I've seen you on this and that. And then you're like, yeah. And you just
Oh
take it
my
in stride.
goodness.
However it comes, go with it.
Yeah.
You're still performing anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. I've done that before to someone, and in my head I was like, oh my goodness, I can't remember his name,
Yeah.
but let me just act like I know him. And then later I saw him go on stage, and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't actually know him.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
like a
So you just go with the
superstar.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it ever been difficult in any way, or in terms of like maybe creating boundaries, or trying to figure out how much of yourself to
Well,
give?
there are people who push too far. They want to be in your space. There's that space where, hey, yeah, hi. And then we can laugh, but there's some who want to keep coming, and then you have to be like, hey,
Right, and create boundaries.
yeah, let's. I appreciate you as my fan, but there's a place where you can't keep coming.
Right.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to young girls who are looking to pursue a career in front of the TV? Because, it's often glamorized, and,
Yeah.
and I'm sure, and there's great things about it from even what you've shared.
I'd
But
say
what would you share with the
Don't do
young
it
girls?
for the fame.
Okay.
Don't do it for the fame, because if you do, then you're not going to go far. Do it because you love it. For me, I say I don't go to work. Like right now, I'm having fun. I don't go to work. I go to have fun. But that fun has to come with a lot of discipline, with a lot of patience. Be patient.
Right.
And I would say if you can start from stage, because that's where a lot of discipline, a lot of learning lines and improving yourself, and
Right.
every day becoming better and understanding the audience feedback, you know, like you get it
Yeah.
immediately. Because for TV, you have take 2, take 3. So if you can start from stage, that will give you a lot of discipline, a lot of knowledge, a lot of self-improvement, and knowing your limits. And then once you come to TV, it's just toning down the energy. Just tone it down. And then for film, it's actually almost using your eyes. There's a difference. For stage, it's big.
Yeah.
TV, it becomes smaller. For film, it becomes even smaller. It's your eyes. It's how you express it. Very minimal gestures.
Right.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to see you acting
No.
on
They
a
want to see
movie.
you
Yeah,
being.
you're exactly.
You be. Be that person that you're being.
Yeah.
Don't act for me. And we say, and sometimes we call it acting with a K.
Acting.
Stop acting.
Yeah.
Just be. Being. So I'd say, please maintain the discipline.
Yeah.
And know that it takes a lot. And every day, keep learning.
Yeah.
Keep learning.
Lydia, I have to say this was fun for me too. I really liked it.
Fabulous.
And I love your energy as well. I love your energy.
Oh.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I love that we got to explore the TV careers of 3 different women and get to understand the highs and the lows. Because a lot of times it's glamorized as this like beautiful, magical fame, lights, fireworks, red carpets. But there's also hard times. There's also discipline, and there's also hard work. And I'm glad that the 3 ladies showed us that today. I'm going to love you and leave you now. Thank you for watching again. I'll see you back here at 8 a.m. sharp. I better see you at 8 a.m., ladies and gents. Thank you to Parkin by Radisson. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.